matter as long as I can get off this. Okay. Shark Bait gets off the super, but doesn't get too much. Monk is going to be able to clear out this Ice Wizard. There is the shot from the Executioner. You better believe it. Taking a lot of damage here, but we are going to be able to survive and heal up. Huge victory in round number 4. We're going to make it to round number 5, and oh, baby, this is going to be a clutch one. Monk is back in the meta? Well, I made a deck for you. It took me a long time to curate this. Actually, there's 2 different versions of this deck, so you do not want to miss this entire video because we're going to be breaking down how to take care of your opponents and stack victories inside of Clash Mini. All right, here we go. We're going to get into game number 1 here. We're going to go Monk versus Grand Warden. All right, so there is a Grand Warden player here. He is going to have the tile, oh baby, but we are gonna be okay here. More than likely he's not gonna, oh, swordsman right off of the bat, maybe a C with this Grand Warden. All right, though, we are gonna be able to take it out with the Monk. Gonna be able to also take out this Grand Warden, and we are gonna be going over and taking out the Wizard as well. Grand Warden is not gonna really beat a Monk in the first round, especially if you are able to get your second star ability onto the Monk like we just did right here. What are we going to do as far as the next things are concerned? We are going to be putting our Decoy Adept. Decoy Adept is going to be in front of his Wizard, and the reason why the Decoy Adept is in front of the Wizard is so it blocks the Wizard from doing damage. We're also going to get the P.E.K.K.A. down here on to the front lines so that the P.E.K.K.A. can just walk to his army and clear it out if necessary. All right, so the P.E.K.K.A. is going to be hitting the Ice Wizard slow here. We are going to be going after the swordsman. Going to be able to clear that out. We are going to lose here in round number 2, but now we kind of know where his minis are, and that's very, very important in this matchup. All right, so he's running 4 mage with a swordsman. I wonder what his last mini is going to be. We're going to go round number 3. I'm assuming it could be a sailor. It's probably a sailor. So we are going to be putting down our Shark Bait here on the top left as we are going to be playing down our Executioner as well. Executioner's just got to get 1 super off. That is the only thing that it needs to do in order for me to pick up a victory. I really need to win this round because if I win this round, round number 4, I am definitely going to be going with a Fisherman play. Going to be able to clear out the Grand Warden here and doing a lot of damage with our Monk. Monk is also healing up because of the Specialist buff. That is why we got down all of our Specialists, and that's going to be a round 3 victory. Healing here for the Monk is absolutely insane with the Executioner as well, just doing a little bit of damage in the back line. Now, what are we going to do in this next round? Round number 4, we're going to get down our Fisherman here, and then we are going to get down our Shark Bait with the Clash ability. The Shark Bait is probably just going to pull the Swordsman again if it is going to be pulled by the Fisherman, and what this really is going to do is just allow my Monk to really get back to his front line faster. That's really what it's about here. Also, I didn't want him to do any damage or super with this swordsman. Exactly what I wanted to do here. Monk is going after his Ice Wizard. Gonna be able to clear that out. Monk, oh baby, gonna be able to clear down the E-Wizard, and that's gonna be GG's in game number 1. All right, that was a fun game number 1, but now we're going over to game number 2 versus a Royal Champion player. It just does not get easier for us. Ranged heroes are very, very difficult to get to and clear out, especially if we are playing a Monk deck or something like this, but we do have the Specialist, which allows us to get to the back line and take care of business. Round number 1 here, we are just going to lose. We aren't going to upgrade anything. We didn't have anything. The P.E.K.K.A. is just going to get sold onto the field and then put back into our shop. So we are not going to be using that. We are going to lose round number 1, but now we know where his minis are in round number 1. We know he's kind of running a Ranger deck. I would assume it's going to be 4 Ranger, 4 Royal. So knowing that, we can adjust. He probably has either a Dark Prince or a Prince here as well. So we just gotta kind of be weary of what he is going to be throwing out at us. The first thing we're going to be doing is Executioner looks like it's a good idea. We also are going to be able to upgrade our Monk with the 2nd star ability. The extra healing is absolutely massive with the Specialist buff. We're going to get down our P.E.K.K.A. as well. The P.E.K.K.A. is just got to kind of tank for my monk to get to the back line as fast as possible, get the supers off, and pick up the W's. All right, so no surprise here as he is going to get down a princess, but we do have the shark bait for the princess, so we don't really need to worry about too much here. Got to be able to get to the princess, going to be able to clear that out, and this could be really bad, as this is, we're already down 0-2. Deep breaths here in this game. Round number 3. We got this. We got this. That is what it's going to come down to right here, right now. Monk gotta go after this royal champion player. We all got the answers. We got the answers, though. We do have the shark bait. We got to get down our specialists as well. The specialists are going to be able to heal up my monk, and that is where the juice is going to be in. We're going to get the decoy adept down here, and the decoy adept is here because the decoy adept is going to block the musketeer. If he is going to get the 3rd star onto the musketeer, we could put the decoy over to the middle and take care of that. All right, so this is looking really, really good. We do have our shark bait, and the shark bait is just going to super this princess. The princess is going to fall here. No big deal. He really wasn't too concerned about winning or losing this match. All right, round number 4. What is going to happen here? Does he have a prince, and where is this prince going to go? The shark bait could be the target of the prince, but that's okay. If that is that target, my monk is going to go absolutely off onto him. We are also going to get down our sailor as well onto this right-hand side, and we are going to put it one tile up. If he is going to save his prince for round number 5, I want him to make sure that he has to decide whether to go for my shark bait or whether to go for my sailor. He is going to be going with a royal ghost, actually, to just make sure that I don't go after his princess right away. But we do got the shark bait, and that's going to be, oh baby, that's going to be a huge victory right there in round number 4, and now it's looking good. We have the answers. We have the pressure. We have the value, like you better believe. Shark bait's going to get upgraded here. No issues. We're also going to be upgrading my sailor. We're going to be putting our monk to the front lines because, hey, we don't really care too much anymore. We know there's no prince. We know we can get to his back line, and we are going to make sure that we run it down on him through his entire army here. We're going to have the monk, the Becca, the shark bait, the sailor, execution. Everything is going to be going off here in round number 5. This is not looking too good for him. He's moving it. He does have 5 stacks, though, on to his royal champion. He does move his royal champion, so the shark bait isn't going to be able to do. Oh my shark bait! You better believe it. His entire army is just evaporating in front of him, and the monk is going to clear him out in round number 5. All right, here we go. Game number 3 versus another Grand Warden player. Oh, baby. No Wave Masters or Countesses. I made this deck to be able to just clear out the Countesses and clear out the Wave Masters that I was playing over and over and over and over again. But matchmaking said, we're not going to do that. We're going to give you ranged minis or ranged heroes. But guess what? We still have the answer for them. This deck does very, very well versus the Wave Masters and the Countesses. You know, the Monk just takes care of business there. And now we have a deck that can also clear out these ranged heroes as well. You better believe it. Monk is going to go absolutely off and bananas here in round number 1. That's going to be a good victory for us. E-Wizard does not stand a chance versus a Monk. All right, so what is he going to do? You put down an E-Wizard, probably doesn't have Lumberjack, probably doesn't have that crazy synergy. We do have Executioner, but I don't think I really want to play it right now. Man, I kind of have to, though. I don't really have too much of a choice. If he does have Dark Prince, and if he does have Prince, it's going to be a little awkward if I put it on to the attack tile. So we're going to really have to decide what we want to do here. We're going to be upgrading our Executioner. We are going to be putting it over here onto this right-hand lane. We just want to make sure we attack immediately so that we can pick up the value that we all know we deserve. Executioner is going to get off his shot, but that's not going to do too much here as we are going to lose in round number 2. Executioner kind of just needs to be that decoy in this deck so that he goes after it. The Monk is the hard carry here. If he goes after the Executioner, it's not going to help him out. That's why we're also playing down a Sailor here. We know that he does not have the answers that he needs for this deck. If he Princes my Executioner, if he Dark Princes my Executioner, that is good for us. The Monk is the carry, and that is what we are going to be going for here in this game. Round number 3 is coming out here. We are going to be going after his entire army. It is 1-1. Shark bait. Okay, this is all right. E-Wizard down. E-Wizard down is the number one thing that we need to worry about here, but we got to be able to clear him out. We are not, and he could do anything here in round number 4 and round number 5. This is a little bit of a problem for us because we do not know what he is going to do, and not knowing what he's going to do is not fun. However, we are going to get the shark bait upgraded. We are going to get the monk upgraded here. We are really going to make sure that we do everything possible to win this match. Monk has to be the carry here, has to get to the back line, and has to start taking out his minis. What are the last two? We're going to find out. The good thing here is we are able to get down our P.E.K.K.A, and the P.E.K.K.A is going to give us the specialist buff. We are going to be able to shred, oh man, Apprentice Monk and Haga to ride a variety, but it doesn't even matter as long as I can get off this. Okay, Shark Bait gets off the super, but doesn't get too much. Monk is going to be able to clear out this Ice Wizard. There is the shot from the execution. You better believe it. Taking a lot of damage here, but we are going to be able to survive and heal up. Huge victory in round number 4. We're going to make it to round number 5, and oh baby, this is going to be a clutch one. He has the Apprentice Monk and the Hog Rider, but the Hog Rider isn't going to do anything as we move our Monk out of the way. We know what he is playing right now, so we are going to adapt to it. We are going to be moving our decoy all the way to the back. The decoy is going to walk up. It's going to protect my Sailor from getting stunned, maybe even potentially my Executioner from being stunned by the Electro Wizard. We're going to move back our Monk so the Monk is able to clear out the Hog Rider as fast as possible, then go to his back line and clear him out. 3-star Shark Bait. You better believe it. You're about to see right here, right now, what a shark bait is. So strong. Shark bait is going to be going absolutely bananas here. Got to be able to clear out this Hog Rider in time where he's able to clear it out. There's the super from the shark bait. Shark bait is still alive. That's really all that matters. Ice Wizard is down. Shark bait, you better believe it. His entire army is falling. You better believe GG value, like you better believe this Monk deck is insanity.